When I grew up in the church, we were pretty much told how things should be. The adults in the church pretty much said, you should believe that there's God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So you believed it.
As a mother, I want my kids to first love God. So my message to them is always love God. I like the Episcopal Church because we have the opportunity to explore that. And sometimes I find that they are more knowledgeable about church and about God than I am. And they ask questions that I would not have asked at their age. So I'm glad I'm in a space and my children are in a space where we can explore those options and be able to talk freely in our tradition and bring them into that so they can learn the love of God.
My children, I can say that I think they think a lot different than me. Actually, I think they are more advanced than I am, or I was at their age.
Me and my mom definitely think differently about church. She is definitely more traditional probably than I am. She is very strict about you don't talk before service start. We don't eat breakfast before service starts. You're not supposed to eat before you take communion. And my kids, they're like, I need some cereal before I go to church. And I'm like, we don't eat before we go to church. And so those things that she grew up with from my great-grandmother who became Episcopalian, she sticks by those. I'm a little more lenient. I might say you can go ahead and eat breakfast. But then I'll tell my kids, you know, when I was growing up, I didn't eat breakfast. But I think it's something that is you work into. So I noticed that my older kids, they don't. They kind of stick to the traditions of their grandmother. And the younger two are just like, I got this, don't worry about it.
Faith is really something that changes over time. You see things different year after year after year, and you see things different. And as your life changes, your faith changes as well, because you see more. You can see the presence of God in so many things. It's unbelievable for someone who doesn't have that faith. And of course, the younger kids, they may not see what I see, but they see something. They definitely see something. It's a blessing, a true blessing to have my family involved in wanting to get close to God. So when something does happen that you don't expect or something bad, you have God to turn to and really feel and know that He's there for you.
I think when I can really connect with my faith is when I know I can see God, where you just trying to figure out how is that possible.
I really believe that God is in our lives every day, every single day. When we walk outside, anything can happen. But if you have faith and believe in God, you will be all right.